Hello, welcome to my March favorites. March was a crazy month. I did so much. And I have got like a fair few favorites, but I don't know if it reflects everything that I did and experienced and, was part of in March. But let's just talk through it and we'll see. To begin with, I've got two movies. I've got The Fabelmans and I've got Infiesto, which is, I think, a Spanish movie, and it was about the pandemic, so that was interesting. Well, it wasn't necessarily about the pandemic, but it was set during the pandemic. And I think that's my first piece of art that I've witnessed that's set during the pandemic, so that was definitely interesting. Now I've got 3 books. I kind of can't believe I was able to read 3 books in March because one of them was Les Miserables. I have a thing that I want to try and read each book within a month. I don't like crossing over months. I think I've spoken about this before. And I really wanted to read Les Miserables this year. And I knew I had lots of long journeys in March, and I was like, if I can get it from the 1st of March, then I should be fine. And according to my library app, it was going to be available from the 1st of March, and I was like, brilliant. And then it wasn't available until the 5th of March. But that's fair enough, I extended the book as well, so, it happens. But either way, I was able to read Les Miserables. I also, before that, read Last Train to Helsingør. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. And at the end of the month, I quickly read A Thousand Splendid Suns as well, which was incredible. Very horrifying, but very good. Now I've got 2 plays. One is one I saw in Holland, and it's a Dutch play. It's called The Making of Soros the Musical. And the second one I saw in London in a courtroom. It was The Witness for the Prosecution, and it was so good. So good. I highly, highly recommend it. And leading beautifully on from that, I've got 2 musicals. I've got Newsies and Bat Out of Hell. They were both incredible. So, so good. And I have made a vlog about them, but it's not going up until I think July or August, or maybe even September. I've totally lost track. But suffice it to say, I highly recommend both of them as well. I think Bat Out of Hell is closed actually, which makes me really sad. Hopefully it'll come back. And I'm hoping Newsies will stay in England for a very, very long time. Then I've got 1 music, and that is Broken Wings. I've mentioned it before many times, I think. I love it. It is a musical I went to see in London, I think 2 years ago now, maybe a year ago. No, a year ago. And I just got back into listening to the music, and it's so beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. All right, for food, we've got 1. We've got a restaurant in northwest London, I think it was. It's called Greenberry Hill. We just happened to have lunch there one day, and it was really nice, so I recommend it. Now I've got 2 fashiony things. I've got my cactus dress, which you may have seen me wear in some videos, I'm not entirely sure, or you will see me wear in some videos in the future. I'd not worn this dress for a very long time, and then all of a sudden I was wearing it loads. And same with the second fashiony thing, which is my dolphin dress, which I'm sure I've spoken about before on this channel. And again, I wore it for the first time in a really long time, and it made me very, very happy. Now I've got a bunch of travel-y things, because I did lots of traveling. Actually, before I begin with that, one thing I definitely did not have a good experience with in March was Megabus, so that's not on my list. 4 out of 5 of these are things to do with my trip to Portugal. So number 1 is Faro in Portugal, which is where we stayed. It's like the city. It was just lovely. Then the hotel where we stayed, it wasn't really a hotel. It was like a bed and breakfast, but it wasn't breakfast. I don't know, it was weird. But it was called Suites Alantia. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but I would recommend it. The location was fantastic and it was not too expensive, so I'm happy. Again, I do have Alphabet Adventures going up in a long, long time. Then a restaurant in Faro, 100 Montaditos. It was so cheap and good, and we ate most of our meals there. And then one other restaurant in Faro, it's called Aleph Burger Bar. It was a burger bar, and they were really friendly, and the food was really good. And it was like reasonably priced. And then my last travel thing is China Airlines. I flew with them this month and I was very pleased. Surprisingly, I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest. And the food was good. That's everything for my favourites this month. My song of the month is Come to Your Senses because I was playing around with a little harmony and it made me very happy and I've been listening to it a lot. It's just a good song. And I'm sure I'll see you all soon with some more videos and vlogs and favourites and summaries, etc, etc, etc. It's gonna get busy now, you'll see. I'm gonna upload 3 times a week because I have so many vlogs. All right, bye.